and a warm welcome to this episode of Adventures of an Old Sea Dog. This time you find me in Christmas Island. I'm getting myself settled here. It's very, very, very bouncy. While the back of the boat is uncomfortable, the front isn't. It's not too bad. Got the wind scoop up. I sleep in the front, so that's going to keep me nice and cool. Just going to have to put up with the rest of this, but what I am looking forward to is exploring this wonderful island.
You have some other people on board as well?
No, just me.
Oh, that's awesome.
I smell and I'm unpleasant when you're coming. Look what, oh, sorry. Nearly hit the border course, guy. Yeah, look what I found. People, friendly people. And him as well.
Again.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Hi YouTube again.
Can I take just one of me with you? So I'll just say, hey guys, look, I'm like, found some friends. I'm like, yes, thumbnail, yeah. More with those guys a little later on in the video. Meantime,
you can see how close we are here. Scary. I actually think the mooring block has moved back a bit because that's very close to me now.
Christmas Island is a strange mixture. You have that that's very beautiful, then you've got this which is definitely not. Wasn't sure at first, but then I saw this. I mean, how's that for a post office? And this is just awesome. Yeah, if you get in trouble, that's where you're going to end up. And then there's the mine. I think it's bauxite, and it's the lifeblood of the island. That's how they make their money and survive here. So it's important to the community, but an eyesore. They don't get too many visitors here on the island, so they're not really set up for tourism. And there's no internet. I was told there was some here, but the place was closed. Well, I heard they have internet, so I'm going to check out the internet. See if we've got any, we can sit down somewhere. Mission failed, no internet signal, so had to leave that for another day. Decided to have a walk around, saw these guys. I found the only ambulance on the island. Hope I don't need that. It doesn't look like it's been used for a while. Just doing some exploring. Since I couldn't get any Wi-Fi, I thought I'd take a look up here. Ooh, old churchyard, it said. Ooh, wow. This looks cool. Kind of a grotto up there. I'm not sure I want to go up there. Well, we'll go. Nothing else to do. It's Sunday and the church is closed. Ooh, steps. I hate steps. We came in from over there. You probably can't see it on the camera, but there's a lot of white horses out there. More steps. Suppose I better check out what's up here. What is at the top of these steps of death? Well, at least now we know what's at the top of the steps of death. It's Mary's Hill of Faith. Thank you, Mary. She's even got her own solar panel, look. This is pretty cool up here. In fact, cool. I'm going to take a breath. Whoop. Claymore. Whew. There's supposed to be an old settler's graveyard up here. You know that I like that sort of stuff because you get a lot of history from places like that. But I don't know where it is. I haven't found it yet. So I asked this dragon that I happened to see where the nearest scuba diving center was. He directed me to this. I think he got it wrong. Hello? Hello? I wonder if I can book a dive? Oh, must be lunch break. Then I stumbled upon the old cemetery. I know it's off subject, but stick with it. This is interesting stuff. That one says it's a European pilot. 1917. 41 years old. Sarah, 30 years old. Died in 1907 and people are still bringing her flowers. That's kind of sweet. Her husband was 43. This guy was 32. 43. A sailor, 27 years old. This is a plaque commemorating HMAS Sydney and her crew. There was a lot of people killed, 645 people dead from that. This is why I like graveyards and places like this. It tells us history. These are real people. This is social history, history about normal people, not kings and queens. Norman's an engineer back there. There's a foreman, there's an overseer, there's wives of those people. all incredibly young, very, very young. Nobody over the age of some, I think was the oldest was 47. I mean, shockingly young. It was a tough world, and people these days are soft. They don't understand that, just how hard it was back in the day. The people of today stand on the shoulders of people who were better than them. I think that's true. I'm actually on a mission to find a pub. Just walking along the road. Ooh. Let's see my hand in comparison to, he's huge. And the pub is somewhere down here. I don't know how far. Ah, it's the pub. One thing.
Next day, it was back to business. Some workers going to work on a barge. My neighbours are leaving this morning. Well, looks like I'm the only one in the bay now. Work never ends, and this was the next job. My top cover had got a tear, where you can see what's happened here. Got to be repaired, otherwise it gets worse, so it's out with the sewing kit. A stitch in time saves 9.
This is a Crew Saver life jacket. I'm messing around with it at the moment. What I wanted to do was change the automatic setting on this. This is the inflator. On my old one, you could disable the automatic system on it, so if you go in the water, it automatically inflate the jacket. I don't want it to do that. I don't want my jacket to inflate when I go in the water. They've changed the design, and I can't work out how to do it from automatic to manual only. I don't think you can. This is a PLB, a personal locator beacon, and that should fit somewhere in the jacket. And the old one it would do. They've got a zipper pocket here, but it won't physically fit in. I can't get it to fit anywhere in the jacket. This is normal now to have these things. If you fall over the side of the boat, that'll bleep and people can find you. But they don't seem to have made provision in jackets these days to fit them anywhere. The pocket that is here is tiny and you can't get anything in it. So having a bit of a beef about that, and as usual in modern life jackets, the webbing is just dreadful. Thin and nasty. When it's wet and windy, trying to find these things and do them up is near impossible. That's my beef about modern life jackets.
And then it was crab time again. You have to be careful. They're all over the place. In fact, the island is actually famous for these little, well, should I say, big red fellas.
Quick, scuttle away, scuttle, scuttle.
I'd started restocking the boat ready for my next move, which was going to be a long distance sail, so I had to stock up. Got some beer here, so thought I'd better buy it while I could get it, but how to get it back to the boat? Well, I got a ride, and then I had to get it back onto the boat.
Coming home to Daddy. All right, Squeaky. Okay, Squeaky, we have a very important job to do. We have to get this beer over there. So I'm a tad worried about it. Tide's going out. I hope there's enough water. That's heavy. Not as it ever. Only just made that. We're in the surf here with a ton of beer on board. Hoping there's enough water. I think so. I don't know what these coconuts are doing here. Hi, coconuts. We got beer. We're gonna party across the Indian Ocean. This is dodgy. Don't do this at home. Look at that. Look at that swell. Oh yeah. Spot the boat that's on passage somewhere. Still rolling heavily outside, but I'm inside doing work in the back cabin. Used to be my sister's, but now it's home to Easy Bike. He's in here. He shifted in the last storm. I managed to prop him back upright. And now my new purchase, beer. There seems to be a lot of it. That's because I'm going a long way. Bought these styrofoam thingies. They're kind of cool to keep it all solid and contained. And there's 6 packs over there. We've got water here and a container which I'm going to put some wine in. The wine is super cheap here and super good. The reason so much excess, if you want to call it that, is because I'm going a long way out to sea for a long time. Still rolly as rolly can be this morning. Managed to get my laundry done in the shower last night while I was getting washed down. Limited facilities ashore. Boy oh boy, we're on big tides and it's been up and down all night.
I was worried about Squeaky the dinghy bumping quite violently into the back of the boat.
You've got the boys down there doing a protection job, the Tampon and Buster.
Buster the Blue Fender has been with me for 3 boats now.
It is a nice but blowy day as usual here at Christmas Island, and the swell is not very good. And the reason it's not good is because I've been doing some re-rigging, changing ropes around in order to lift myself up the mast to repair the broken halyard for the inner forestay sail. I've got a new friend we met the other day. He was snorkeling. He's an ex-cruiser. He's agreed to help me because he knows how to work a windlass. So he's coming down, and I think we're gonna take a look at the job because there's a lot of swell. I just don't need to go all the way to the top of the mast, but enough that, you know, I'm petrified of heights, but I've got to do this. It's got to get done. I need it done. So we'll see. Oh, it's gone round there again. Just a minute. Yeah, now I'm good. Okay. Just a minute. Hold. Okay, go ahead. Okay. Okay, keep. Okay. Yeah. Stop. Up, okay.
Once up there, I had to thread this little green pilot line, if you will, through and down the mast. I would later attach the main halyard rope and pull that through. But it was so windy, it didn't make the job easy at all. In fact, it was a fail. The little feeder line wouldn't go down the mast. The wind kept blowing it out. There was mayhem all over the place. It got to a point where it was getting dangerous, so we called it quits for the day. Shame.
Had some of my rigging all over the place to do this going up the mast job. Time to put it back the way it was. Here's a little tip: if you can't get your rope to go back through your jamming block like this, because it just won't go. Oops, that should be down there like that. Take an ordinary zip tie, make sure that the big end is on the far end, and take the rest of it to the rope. Make sure the lever's fully back. Also, there's a little thing here, you can pull that up and it helps, and you can just pull it through. Oh, there you go.
At this point, I thought I'd take a little break from the boat work and show you a few scenes of the island. It is a beautiful place, and I think probably in the next episode we'll be exploring it in more detail.
Meanwhile, it was Saturday night on the island. Not a lot happens here on a Saturday night, and I find myself talking to a chicken. This is so exciting. I've just spent Saturday night alone with a chicken. But he wasn't alone, he had his friends with him. They were like the Three Stooges version of the chicken world. Good comedy value. All right. See you guys later.
And so off they went. They actually did that every single night. Even the locals knew who they were. The sun was going down. I decided, okay, not be a sad person. Let's go to the pub. Left my table, left Squeaky at the dock, and this is what happened next. I think you'll like it. Enjoy.
I sailed halfway around the world looking for love. Now I'm halfway around the world looking for love. Halfway around the world. I sailed halfway around the world looking for love. That's why I'm halfway around the world. Yeah, I'm halfway around the world. I sailed halfway around the world looking for love.
Thank you to the Halfway Girls for their rendition of my single, Halfway. People have been asking me where my music is. It's not on this channel, it's on Barry Seadog Perrins. Check me out there. I've also been in the recording studio recently, working on the new music coming soon. In the meantime, thank you for watching this video. Thank you to my amazing patrons who really do keep this channel afloat and keep me going. Thank you so much for that. I've got live updates here. If you want to check those out, that's great. Please subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you so much. See you soon.